Every chocolate bar begins far from the factory floor. The harvest starts by hand. Volume begins to build. Fresh harvest moves immediately. Inside the pod lies the future flavor. Raw material begins its transformation. Chemistry begins before machinery. Flavor is born in controlled decay. Moisture must leave before industry begins. Moisture must leave before industry begins. Quality starts at the source. Raw supply becomes cargo. The harvest becomes industrial inventory. The journey to the chocolate factory begins. The factory is waiting. Now transformation begins. Every shipment enters under control. Traceability protects the process. Raw supply meets industrial handling. Speed and care move together. Quality begins before processing.
Every batch tells its own story.
Raw material enters the mechanical chain.
Movement never stops inside the plant. Space is engineered vertically.
Inventory becomes active supply.
Raw beans finally meet machinery. Controlled flow replaces manual handling. Invisible systems protect production. Infrastructure orchestrates movement. The next transformation approaches.
Preparation ends. Processing begins.
Raw harvest enters refinement. Refinement begins with separation.
The field is left behind.
Precision removes what the eye cannot. Safety hides in invisible details.
Uniform input creates predictable output.
Now flavor engineering begins.
Heat will unlock the signature taste. Flavor begins under controlled fire. Chemistry becomes aroma. Every second shapes the final chocolate. Heat must now surrender to control.
Stability protects the roast.
Structure gives way. Purity reveals the usable core. The texture will soon disappear. Solid becomes fluid under force. Now the true chocolate journey begins.
Texture begins where solids surrender. Refinement is measured in particles.
Now the chocolate stream divides.
Pressure unlocks essential richness. Pressure unlocks essential richness.
One ingredient becomes many possibilities.
Texture is engineered again.
Chocolate is built through formulation.
Chocolate is built through formulation.
Chocolate is built through formulation.
Precision defines flavor.
Separate ingredients become one identity.
Texture now becomes microscopic. Smoothness is manufactured.
Flavor still remains unfinished. Flavor still remains unfinished. Now texture meets aroma. Time and motion unlock depth.
The character of chocolate finally appears.
Now structure must be controlled. Structure is controlled at the molecular level.
Smoothness depends on invisible order.
Smoothness depends on invisible order. Scale begins with distribution.
Precision defines every portion.
Precision's every portion.
Even the smallest bubble matters. Heat must leave with precision.
Liquid becomes structure. The product finally takes shape. Perfection is never assumed.
Variation is still engineered.
Stability preserves detail. Order enables automation. Identity is pressed into the product. Now chocolate becomes a finished product.
Now chocolate becomes a finished product.
Presentation begins with precision. Protection becomes permanent. Speed only works with exact control.
Even packaging needs precision.
Every bar carries its history. Identity joins compliance. Machines verify what speed creates. Individual units become inventory. Secondary packaging joins the chain.
Automation scales repetition.
Shipping form takes shape.
Logistics begins with data.
Finished goods gather for scale. Machines build the warehouse rhythm. Transport demands stability. Before shipment, perfection must be proven. Automation now searches for invisible flaws.
Every cotton is inspected beyond the surface.
The line never stops for imperfection.
Automation organizes scale. Transport demands stability. Production prepares for departure. Before shipment, perfection must be proven. Automation now searches for invisible flaws. Automation organizes scale. Precision logistics begins inside the factory.
The final movement approaches.
Industrial precision now leaves the factory gates.